What's going on, everyone? Austin John Plays here, and today we have an update as far as the most effective way to shiny hunt Pokemon in Pokemon Legends EA, and quite possibly any Pokemon game ever. If you thought the method of going through the door over and over was good, this is so much better, and it works for pretty much every single Pokemon in the game in every single location. This is the most effective shiny hunting method ever. It's the simplest. You can't mess it up. You can't screw it up. It's so simple. You, while watching Netflix, can do it. A child can do it. A basic macro can do it. It requires no attention. This is disgustingly simple. So much so that it's not fun because of how simple it is, and it's so fruitful because of how simple it is. I've already tested this quite a bit. And the whole idea is that within my current location, every Pokemon within 50 meters is going to be immediately spawned in. Even before the now saving shows up, that's when all the Pokemon generate. Even if you don't see them, even if they're in the wild zone and it's not visible to you, they are spawned in. And as we've learned from how the code works, if it is shiny, it will be there once you fast travel away and come back here. If I were to put down a pin to where we fast travel to, every Pokemon before that number turns to 50, here. Every Pokemon in a circular radius, so that Patrat, that Ghastly, that Spinarak, that Patrat, that Silcoon over here. If there's more Spinarak that spawn on these tombstones, this Ghastly, I think it can also spawn as a Doublade. Actually, I did test it in my other game, and it was a Doublade. All of these Pokemon can be shiny. Not only these ones in the wild area. A Pidgey happens to land on that lamppost. This Kakuna on a tree. If there's a Floette by some flowers. And everything on this rooftop. This Cleffa, who's within 50 meters, can also be shiny. All of those monkeys, they're well within 50 meters. All of them can also be shiny. And the only thing you have to do, you hit pause and choose that you want to travel here. And that's it. That's the shiny hunting method. Even without the shiny charm, the fact that there's, let's say, 20 Pokemon that can spawn in shiny all the time, you're still averaging 5, 6, 7 shinies per hour at full odds. If you were to be, 100 plus hours in the game and actually get the shiny charm, now you're looking at quadruple the number. Instead of 5 to 7 an hour, you're looking at 20 to 28 an hour. Actually, no, that's not true. It's capped at 10. Only the 10 most recent ones would save. After a half hour, you should stop and check. But that's also assuming that we're doing this as fast as the door, and this isn't as fast as the door, so let's just say a full hour. You're getting the full 10. It's not just for Wild Zone 4, it's for every single location in the game. Every single fast travel location you can do this for. Great example, I need Spritzy and Aromatisse. I need both of them. If I were to come over here to the Nouvelle Cafe truck number 3. This is the one with the Swirlix on the roof. If I were to just choose that I want to fast travel here and repeat that over and over, all of the Pokemon on the rooftops near where I am are all going to be shiny after doing this long enough. And Wild Area 7. So hang on, I'm gonna put down a pin and we're gonna look at 50 meters away. Now we're 50. Maybe that Vanillite, but definitely that one. There's a Floette in here. There's the Shuppet, the Fletchinder, the Alpha, he is not part of it. There's a Kakuna who spawns on this tree. All of these Pokemon are within 50 meters of that location. I'm not even looking on the roof yet. Anything that spawns up there also can be shiny. You could do this between wild areas 9 and 10 and spawn both of them in easily. In fact, there might be specific Pokemon that only spawn closer to the cafe fast travel point than wild area 9. There might be Pokemon who spawn closer to the Shatterbug Cafe than the fast travel point to the fast travel 10. The fact that this works every single fast travel location is crazy.
By the way, if you want to hunt something that's not within 50 meters of any fast travel location, you could also just look at a bench and just spam sleeping by just holding down with a rubber band and turbo A. It's a lot slower just because you always have to watch the switching today, switching to night cutscene. But if you don't have a macro and if you don't want to touch your controller and if you have a turbo controller, not nearly as fast and effective, but you could.
Because it's such a simple series of button inputs, you can automate this. Arduino boards, you can just program something to do, press start, move analog stick slightly, press A, wait 3 seconds, repeat. 8-bit DOE controllers that have a programmable macro. I don't think this one programs analog stick. I tried looking at it and I didn't see anything. There's PC software like ReadWASD, which only works with the Switch 1. It doesn't work with the Switch 2. Or, how long have you been subscribed? How long? Have you been subscribed this long? Do you remember this? The Collective Minds switch up that are reviewed back during Sword and Shield that has a pre-programmed macro for you to just hatch eggs in Sword and Shield. I think like a year and a half ago, they had a macro update and you could just program it to do that. You just program it to do whatever you want. After you control the macro of just go to location, fly there, wait, and then you hit save. And then you hit play. And then you're done. Go to sleep, come back to this. Go to work, come back to this. There's one macro that's doing wild area 16 and 5, and there's this one that's doing wild area 4. It's just slightly moving to the side. It's not fun, it's monotonous, it's boring. And depending on the controller that you have, a little bit straining of the thumb because of how you have to push in. It's so effective because I already looked at the results. I already know how good it is. Oh, hi guy. That Pidgeotto in the background? Oh, I just noticed that Alpha Ampharos in the other wild area, in wild area 16. Yo, imagine we get the Froakie. Oh my god, we got the Froakie. With a backstrike, we have a 100% chance with a Premier Ball. GG. That's fine. Yes! I got this bad boy. Shiny Froakie. Quite possibly one of the biggest pain in the butt hunts in the entire game. I kind of want to see what Shiny Greninja, Mega Greninja looks like. He's black, right? Yeah! Oh, he looks good in this game. Oh, it's pretty much the exact same. Yeah, as I'd imagine, just, oh yeah, you could do happy animations, but you're gonna be following me very closely, aren't you? Kind of a big fan of how effective of a method this is. After doing this for 3, maybe 4 hours in the background, I had some amazing spawns, almost a full 10, no shiny charm. This is what that looks like. Don't know what else to say about this. This is gonna be a hot button topic because of how efficient it is and how boring it is to do it as efficiently as possible. If you wanna do this yourself, go for it. I don't enjoy this. Physically rolling my Switch dates in Sword and Shield for shiny dens, I like doing that because it's me actively doing something. The SOS battles in Ultra Sun and Moon, I enjoyed that. Poke Radar and BDSP, it's the only thing I liked about BDSP. Re-rolling an area in Legends Arceus, I enjoyed that. Making sandwiches in Scarlet and Violet, I really enjoyed that. Comparing the encounter pools to the types of Pokemon to create the isolated encounter shiny hunting method, love, 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 right? But this, looking at a map and fast traveling, it's the best shiny hunting method ever. And by best, I mean the most time efficient. There's going to be people who have polarizing views on this just because of how much of a departure it is from traditional shiny hunting of you having to do something. The same thing could be said about doing the door. We're not injecting code. We're not doing anything. We're just flying to the same place over and over. And honestly, that's just boring. I know there's purists who are going to spit on the process, and I know there's casual people who are going to be so excited for it, and I know there's completionists like myself that's like, yes, now I finally get to fill up these 7 spots that I need with essentially the equivalent of a turbo controller with the most basic macro possible. I want to know what you think. To the people who are enjoying Pokemon Legends ZA, what do you think about this? Do you like that it is possible, but you're not going to abuse it? Are you going to abuse it because it's built into the game and exploiting it is your choice? Or do you think this is the least good thing ever to happen to shiny hunting? Let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you so much for being here. Until next time, Austin shining.
Man, they see me shining like I got the charm. Stay strapped, got that jet ball in my palm. Fell from the sky, guess I'm the chosen one. And if you need to know how, check out Austin John. Champion flow, flow, yeah. I got that champion flow, flow.